reflection, unsecure network communications, service locator pattern, DB schema update approach, disposable pattern, project structure, using of in-memory cache, virtual methods, and hard-coded values. So this was the scope for 6 sprints. So all items that I just mentioned, except the last 3, are already done, and those 3 are in progress now, or planned now. So, and also we had an item for documentation that is an ongoing one, and additionally we took the UI testing, and we also took the DevOps activities. Specifically, we moved framework part to Nugget packages and also implemented several other DevOps activities, but they will be presented during this meeting. So let me switch. I was not sharing, right? Okay. If I don't share, please remind me to do that. Okay. So Olek, you can take the presenter to present first 3 items: DB schema update approach, unsecure network communications, and exception handling.
Yeah, sure. So let's start from database schema approach. So currently, can you see my screen?
Yes.
So initially, EPAM team provided the analysis of different technical depths, and this is about DB schema update approach, and the recommendation which we should apply or take into consideration. So we spent some time in few sprints to implement this DB migration approach and suggested recommendation. We were not able to auto-generate scripts for DB schema upgrades, but we were able to develop tool which will allow us to build or manage the DB migration process properly. So in order to do that, we introduced this DB migration tool. We have documented documentation page for this tool in our OneNote SharePoint pages, and it describes basically the process or purpose of this tool, and also how to enable the migration itself in order to achieve automatic or semi-automatic migrations. After this task, we realized that we need more time to investigate what scenarios or what scenarios will be covered by this tool and the process we proposed. So we identified that there are some cases, and we spent some time during sprint number 4 to identify these scenarios. Actually, sprint number 5, I believe. Yeah. Basic scenarios include like regular addition of new model or entity, and as well as removal of model and entity, or addition new fields. This is like in-box solution from Entity Framework. We just allow by means of our tool to do this automatically during deployment process or during build process in our CI environment. So also there are additional steps which needs to be applied in case if we need to do more complicated migration operations like data migration or replication of some data in some backup environment maybe, or for example if we need to change some field type or attributes. In this case it may require additional SQL operations to preserve the state of some records in database and restoring in new state. So basically, this is it in regards to this PBI and this task. We were
Let
not
me
able. Yeah.
let me stop for a while. So I just wanted to emphasize. So you're saying like we needed more time. We spent some time for those scenarios in Sprint 5. I think no one actually cares about those details, and we should not just like uh,
Okay.
put an exclamation mark on them.
Yeah, makes
So
sense.
we did that, and that's it. So what bothers me a bit is that Inara today asked for a small enhancement, but we can also think either like not to tell about it or think further uh, how to tell about this small enhancement that we are planning to do. Um, Basically, because I was thinking that we are done with this absolutely. So let's not say something that can be used against us, right? Everything what you say can be used against us, right?
Yeah, sure. So basically, I will concentrate on what we delivered or what we accomplished instead of
Yeah, and also,
how we did it.
mhm, yeah, and also would be good to tell what is the benefit of that item actually. So if you can say that this
Actually, at
tool.
the beginning, we like I covered briefly that there were concerns, and we tried. We like our tool is designed to implement this recommendation as well as the features which I already covered, like different strategies and so on. So basically, what I can add here is the main benefit of this tool is and this approach is that we will achieve automatic migration of entity models created during design time and during generation of from templates. So we will introduce no more manual processing will be required from IT department on production. So at least in regular case. So for more complicated cases like some conflicts or initial migration, there is still some semi-automatic steps required, like running scripts and so on.
Okay, agreed. Guys, I added the column benefit to the table that I was showing in OneNote. Can everyone please add the description, the brief description here, so that you remember about it? Yeah, it did not refresh yet.
Oh.
Yeah. So for their items.
Okay, I will add
After
later.
the
Yeah.
call, of course.
Alexei,
Yeah.
I would also like to make one suggestion according to this document demo. What do you think about moving it to our communication section in
Whatever.
OneNote?
Sure, no problem. Let me cut it
Okay.
and paste it right away. That was not that. Cutting, I'm pasting, and I'm sending the link to our chat. Okay.
Great.
By the way, about benefits, yeah, each at least code analysis item in Attila document already outlined these benefits which will be achieved by implementing the recommendations. So it shouldn't be really complicated for everyone. So just look into the if it is available, I mean, in this list, and try to adopt to your item and result of implementation or investigation.
Yeah, just put it in simple words.
Yeah, so my one is like this one. Group IAM IT that does manual data migration every time. So my main benefit of tool is that this step is no more required for regular cases. So, okay. So this is it for DB schema update approach, and I can switch, if you have no questions, to next item, which is HTTPS. So any questions for previous item? No? Okay. I'm just training.
Yeah, guys, actually, if anyone has inputs, feel free to speak up.
Yeah. In regards to HTTPS or insecure network communications issue outlined in actually, I'm not sure. Should we present the initial recommendation and other stuff? Maybe we should just switch to results and so on. How do you think, guys?
Well, if we have for each and every item,
For most of, I
yeah.
believe. I'm not sure if it is acceptable to present Inara and maybe even like other managers. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's fine. But in this case, let's everyone use this document. So can you just is it somewhere in our knowledge base?
It's original, yes. It should be in resource list. I'm not sure whether it is right now. Maybe in communication. Ludmila, do you know? Can you guide me where we have all documents, resources?
Whatever. Let's not stop on this. Like, can you just send it by email or put it somewhere into OneNote?
Actually, it is available in our SharePoint for our project, so you can find it there. So it is here. Should be here. Yeah. So here is this. I will send the link.
Mm-hmm.
Here in our chat.
Yeah, and everyone will use that document during their presentation if there is a corresponding item in there. So probably there will not be any corresponding item, for example, for builds overview or artifacts packaging and publishing by Vadym, right? So for DevOps tasks.
Yes, and that task already have like post conversations about this, why we need it, and I believe Vadym will be able to describe this on its own. Okay, let's continue with HTTPS. So let's go back to guides and to this document as well. So initially, there were concern about unsecure network communication implemented in existing core framework. Within this task, we resolved this issue. So now HTTPS protocol is used by default by all both development and should be used by production environments after implementation of necessary steps is done. So we provided guideline and some brief description of why we need this, what is authentication, security questions which covered in this OneNote document, and also the steps required to install the certificates, to apply configuration to IIS, and so on. So this is pretty simple from administrative point of view task, but this is necessary to have and like vital for projects. So this is it. So I can show what we have in the results. So now our dev environments and I believe future UAT environments will have the same HTTPS settings. So we have green connection to this site and the same for Spanish branch, I believe. So not actually, it has red because I didn't install certificate on my box.
Yes, you can add a comment that that's red and green is only, or only red is because you did not make the change on your local machine, and that will only affect.
Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe it may some off topic. This may be because dev02 is not migrated yet. Vadym, do you know anything about this?
Why it should be?
But seems like not. So I see. You see, I thought we use the same certificate on both or not. I don't know. We didn't provide in our guidelines any additional certificates for different environments. So maybe because I see. Maybe because certificate is generated for dev01 and host. You see. So the same steps needs to be repeated for dev02. We didn't do that.
Okay. So how long does it take to do that?
Depends on who will do this.
Okay. I don't know. No one has capacity actually.
Yeah. Actually, we can like show on demo only our environment, so we do not like. It's not our at this point. It's not our branch and not our problem.
But we
so
actually we have some certificate on dev02, right?
I don't know. I didn't
I see
create
the
this
view
environment.
certificate. There is a view certificate button.
Yeah, it's some certificates. Yeah, issued by.
So I believe Ainara.
No, I believe we should install it on our environment as well. Maybe I don't know. Actually, hard to say.
Oh, we are moving very slowly with our demo. So
yeah, let's keep it for now.
Yeah, let's only demo this part and mention that for each environment it should be done by like appropriate IT guys. So for example, for our UAT environment, we can do that, and also for Spanish environment, isn't there something required on your machine to make change to add that certificate to trusted?
No. Otherwise, each client will face the same issues. It's not. It shouldn't be a case.
Well, actually, I can tell you. Let me remind. What is the password for sysadmin? Can you remind me?
Password.
1 dash.
1 dash. Yeah.
No, sorry. No.
Exclamation? No.
Sharp. Sorry, sharp, not dash. Yes.
Yeah.
What's that? Can someone print it, please?
Yeah, it should be like this one.
Ah, see. Sharp, yeah.
But
you see, on my machine, it's also broken security.
Dev01?
Yeah. So this, for our certificate, it's an action to be done on every client machine, probably.
No. It should be actually some. I don't know how it can be
on a client machine, correct?
Yes, I remember that. Alex was telling something.
This is like it's not our. It's up to clients to do that. So they decide what to do with this certificate. So we shouldn't.
That's a development environment, so that's normal for development environment. I don't see a big deal here. For UAT, Bruno promised to provide us the certificates, the valid certificates.
Okay.
So let's move on. Noted to show only dev01.
Yeah, sure. Okay, this is it. Please refer to this guideline in case of any questions in regards to configuration of HTTPS. And the next one is exception handling. We were able to remove or fix all. Actually, let me open first the document. So originally, the recommendation included some specific cases, like in this document. We were able to find much more cases, and we were able to fix them, as well as providing guidelines, short guidelines, based on our investigation. So about cases which we may face with during implementation. So basically, we have a working guide, and the main part of it is Microsoft guidelines of dealing with exceptions handling, as well as a brief like outlining the basic parts of creating exception, handling exception, and logging exception. So unfortunately, I do not have any, we didn't provide it, or Attila didn't provide any like analysis based on exception. Actually, I wasn't able to find it in this document. If someone knows something, let me know, but as far as I can see, there is nothing.
I will let you know the different thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm going to say now? Can you guess?
No.
So, like, again, unfortunately, no analysis was provided,
No,
etc.,
I'm not
etc.
saying that I will be saying this on demo. I'm just
Like,
talking right now with you.
imagine it's a demo.
If it's a demo, I'm not ready for demo. You see, that's why
Like,
I'm trying to present right now. So
again,
if someone knows, let's. I thought we gathered here to like share our vision of demo and gather some maybe solutions. So I don't have solutions. So first of all, I should say that I do not have any reliable way to how to show these changes or how to show the benefits of the changes. So let's decide now or later.
So you have this in instruction. I just counted items that we have. We have around 20 items in the list in OneNote. So we should spend 3 minutes per each. We now spend like 4.
In this case, we can just show this work instructions or guidelines and note that we refactor it to all solution, find all places, fix it them, and come up with this like result. So this is it. So we shouldn't dig into any graphics and explaining why, or how many.
Okay, well, yeah, if you had some graphics that would help. If not, then not. Then we can live with that. We have other items.
So as I said at the beginning, we did changes. We defined the much more cases. We fixed them and come up with this the guidelines. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Now I believe let's move to Alex Melnik with his items. Guys, does anyone have inputs for what Olek showed? No one? Nothing? Okay. Alex Melnik, please take the presenter. It's all yours.
Okay, 1 second. Do you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, our discussion will be about using of reflection, disposable pattern, and service vacator.
No, Alex, no discussions.
And
yeah.
You should just briefly present what was done. So what were done by your PBI or your tasks. Not discussions. We shouldn't discuss anything. This is not like purpose of this demo.
Okay, first of all, I want to say about using of reflection. We have some problem in our application. In mapper class, we use.
Alex.
Yes, yeah.
Let me. Okay, I see. Let's proceed.
Or something wrong, or?
No, let's move on.
We have some problem in our mapper. Reflection approach was very expensive, and he need more memory, more CPU time, another. I change our approach. I create abstract syntax tree and move implementation of our mapper. As a result, I create some benchmark, and our performance improved in different cases. What about metrics? In general cases, our performance improved 2,148 times faster.
You can say like more than 2,000. Okay, whatever.
Okay. I think that's all for this task, for this PBI item.
So except performance, we did not have their benefit, right?
Except performance, we do not have a...
Well,
sorry.
anything else except performance? Like, I don't know, like easier to navigate through code.
No.
Not a big deal.
Only performance. I think only performance. In this task, only performance.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe someone...
I have suggestions. So
Yes.
again, we have document. Please share this document first.
Okay.
Outline the issue. What was the issue originally?
1 second. 1 second.
Yeah.
I can. First of all, I need to say what issue was. Yes.
The page 31.
The page 31.
You actually opening the wrong document. I sent the correct one. It's code review report. Please open it.
One second.
I mean, why I'm saying this, because the document already outlined the benefit which will be achieved by resolving this issue. So, and it is performance.
Not this one. Yeah. This one.
Yeah, but copy the entire path. Not
understood.
Yeah, thank you. And page 31.
31. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Stop saying that. That will not sound well on demo. Really.
Oh yeah. I know. 31, yes?
Yeah.
How it changed in this?
Yeah, you probably will find that during the demo. We're really short of time.
Yeah, here is at the right side. You see performance. The key issue is performance. So outline the main issue, describe the solution and benefits by at the result. So at the end. So do not try to explain everything in detail. Just like what was done and what we achieved by this.
That's okay, I understood this. Okay,
you have a good presentation. It's fine.
This presentation is.
I mean the result. You see performance metrics. So that's what can be included at the end.
Let's move on. So we have two other items for Alex. We have service locator and we have disposable.
Disposable pattern. We have some item on this task. Incorrect disposable pattern implementation is a very critical issue because we will have some problem with security, memory, and other. Okay. Our solution architect created some investigation about this problem. He found some problem places of this disposable pattern, and I will fix this problem about Microsoft style guideline. Before we have only 41 disposable pattern incorrect usage, and after 0.
Okay.
I think that's all for this task. Olek, you have some suggestions?
Actually, no. Let's.
I don't know what to say more. Maybe
I agree with you. Let's be at least consistent. Yeah. Do not spread our thoughts through all possible solutions.
I can describe about what different cases of this post, different incorrect cases, but it wasn't interesting for you.
Yeah,
I think it's enough.
Let's move on. You had one more item, right? Service locator.
Okay. tomorrow I will create more beautiful graphics and presentation. I think
If you can do that today or tomorrow early morning before.
tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Okay. Next, our PBI item was service locator. It was very difficult task, and we have some problem about this service locator task. Our application was very dependent. Our library has more dependent each other, and we need to fix to improve our to umenьшить,
Decrease.
to decrease our complexity and make our application more testable. Okay, in our application we have 601 seedwork resolve. It's a very bad approach to use seedwork resolve in this domain.
Alex,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like your bad word in your. You're always trying to say that bad is not the proper way of expressing your thoughts, so it can mean anything. So try to find some maybe performance or I don't know any program like
Removing
decision.
removing service locator doesn't improve performance.
Okay, try to find something else. Maybe it's more reliable code, or maybe it's not reliable enough. Something not using word bad. I'm not trying to find proper word right now. I just like thinking you need to sort of think about this more. Try to find proper description of what is wrong with existing code.
Okay, Akio creates some description, but this
Yeah, exactly. So please
description
read
is
it.
very
and use-
abstract. And
Maybe it's about maintainability. We cover.
Yeah, but
Use.
so Alex, what you trying to achieve by saying the bad? So
Well, it was bad. Now it's good, guys. We're really out of time. So what I wanted to add for Alex, I will ask you, Alex, to just write your presentation in word by word. Okay, what you're going to say. Just print it before yourself and just read.
okay, tomorrow.
It's not. Yeah, really that will help. And I understand that might not be a very standard approach, but since we're having all those bunch of managers and Laya separately, and also every senior manager from our end, then I would like to have this gone like very smoothly. So can you just write what you're going to say and read, and also best would be if you can just read for maybe with me. We can try this, so we can have a separate call.
Okay,
before.
Tomorrow I will prepare my presentation and my
Okay, that's fine. Let's move on. So you have something else very quickly?
No. I think that's all.
Okay, so that presentation will be changed. Okay, let's move on. Next will be Dennis.
Hello guys.
Yep.
I'm going to share my screen.
Dennis, I added just 2 items for you. Do you think that's enough, or there might be something else you want to show?
As you wish.
Okay, maybe I missed something important. I was just going through features, through our KB, so like I might have missed something.
I don't think that it's something big is missing.
Okay. Okay, Dennis, come on. Yep.
Okay, let me know if you can see my screen now.
Yep.
Guys, I will have to demo today the project structure improvements. And first of all, I'll start with some baseline thing that we got here. And on the left side, you can see the structure of the projects that were initially presented in this solution. And it was a big number of projects. And we had some questions from the development point of view. What are solutions are used in a build pipeline? What solutions are not used? And what are the dependencies between projects and files and so on? So all these things were doing the development efficiency. They were affecting development efficiency and also the continuous integration and continuous delivery and flexibility. So the goal of this task was to rearrange the solution structure and to have a better attributes like the compilation time, the ability to refactor it, to increase the time for fixing bugs, feature implementation, and also to capture any issues on the earliest stage. And as work on this task, we also get one step closer to components decoupling, and by identifying the dependencies between the projects, by analyzing them, we were one step closer to decouple the solution. So what we had before, it was this number of solutions, but we ended up with one single solution, and well, as effect, better qualities on CI/CD and development efficiency. So I believe that this is it for this task. It was kind of small, but very important.
Okay.
Attributes.
I'm thinking maybe we can somehow add some how do I say that, наявність, наглядність. Okay, whatever, let's move on and maybe I will figure out something. Let's go on to the next one.
Yeah. But, okay, I'll also mention that we follow the guidelines from the Microsoft Partner Practices group, and we compose from this cross-reference thing to single straightforward solution, all the following the guidelines by Microsoft. So we have improved this quality. Okay, let's move further. And the next improvement that I'm going to present is our package distribution. So first of all, let's see the baseline. We all started with a single monolith code base, and it was basically targeted the Spanish team, one Spanish team, and we had here more or less everything self-hosted or custom code, but which also self-hosted here. And that approach was not scaling well, even for two teams, like our framework team and the Spanish team. That's why we started to improve the process by introducing the independent life cycles for the components where it makes sense. And as of right now, we ended up with the current approach that we have, and it's shown in this picture. And we have separated the framework, the Core for M framework, as a separate product with its own repository, with its own life cycle. And we have decreased the number of components in the product itself. In this case, we're speaking about master data management product. And here we also introduced the sharing as a nugget packages. So our flow looks like that right now. And we still have some components that are shared as a merge between two branches. This is not our target architecture. What we are targeting showed here below. And with this, we'll have an independent, scalable product that can scale across multiple teams on multiple developments on different regions. And all the components from this target architecture are shared via the Nugget packages or via the extension APIs. So teams are working on its own part, so the framework team is working on the framework and it has its own release cycle, but the product team are working on the product using the latest stable version of the framework. And all the scalable and independent approach. And also we have as part of this a private Nugget server, and this can be used for any new coming projects. And also it's already used by the Spanish team. So we have improved the coupling. So we have higher cohesion here in all of the components, and we are on the way to our target architecture to scale our product.
Just one comment. So, since we are for now not sure that we will implement the last one, right? I would a bit rephrase that we currently have this current one, right? And it's already great and cool, and that it covers like 60% of possible like code that should be reused. So we now don't need to merge like 60%. It's shared folder minus that one that we had issue with. But we are now investigating whether it is possible to move further to the target one, and if it is, then we will implement that. So okay. The difference is like how you present it. So that, I mean, so that they don't think that we already have this target architecture or that we will 100% implement that. I would very much desire that, but what if it's not possible?
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Anyone else? Guys, don't keep silent. Like, if you have something, tell it. No? Okay, Vadym, please take the presenter.
Yeah, let me present my desktop. Do you see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah, so regarding our project structure, we have several build definitions now, and all of them have their own purpose. First of all, it's a framework CI master. Actually, it's a CI built for framework part, and this part triggered due to each commit to framework part. And then
let's stop a bit. I just thought that for this either solution structure or nugget packaging of shared folder, we should show the two repositories that will help to understand this part.
Okay. Yeah, actually now we have two repositories. It's a CoreM repository for solution and a framework for framework part.
I would say like CoreM for bounded contexts, right? Am I right saying that? Olek, Dennis.
It's a
CoreM best name.
CoreM bounded context.
We have inconsistency here. We need to rename it to MDM according to our
yes.
Yeah, probably yeah. We can say like for now, let's not rename right away. Let's not do this.
Let me say that at this moment CoreM it's a MDM part, and the framework it's a proper name right now. It's connecting to framework part.
Mm-hmm.
So
maybe just say CoreM MDM and CoreM framework. So at least from our.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I believe that
It
will
will
work.
like
Yeah.
a bit be more consistent.
Yes. So
Yeah, but Dennis, on the presentation, can you please show that? I mean, you can show that as a part of the nugget packaging or project structure, whichever. Probably nugget packaging.
No problem.
Yep. Fine. Okay. And Vadym will step in
yeah,
for the builds. Okay.
after that, we can build actually nugget package for publishing. Yeah, and this build trigger it manually when we need it. And the package, nugget package, actually will be used for MDM part for bounded context builds. So there are two different builds for MDM bounded context part. It's a CI develop build. CI develop build also triggered by each commit, and also this contained several steps. First of all, it's actually built the solution. After that, there is a DB migration script which was introduced by Olek. And after DB migration, we
Sorry for interruption. Please do not say by Olek, by team.
Okay. Actually,
Fair
it's
Agree. Yeah.
I not only I was working. Alexei was also.
Even if only you, right?
Even if me, yeah, but this is not fair.
No. That doesn't just. There is no matter who actually implemented that. If we like win, we win as a team. If we like
and let's always use we as a team. We achieved, we did, we implemented, and so on. So it's much easier.
After DB migration, we actually build again the application and then run tests that everything is okay. We can see maybe some result of these scripts if you wish, and you can see log of any part of this how this script works. Each morning by some scheduler we are running CD integration scripts which a bit different with CI script, because the last step of this script is deploying of the solution to actually on our environment. On MDM environment, we also added running of UI tests. Now we are working with how to make all coverage near 100%, 100% for this scripts, and when we will be ready with this coverage, we will also implement this step for Spanish part of environments for coverage of also ESCD integration build 2. Actually, very similar build definitions are implemented for Spanish environment. It's Spanish CI develop build definition, which is actually clone of MDM CI develop, and works in the same manner. And ESCD integration build definition also is very similar to MDM CD integration build. And the last one, it's CD develop artifact test build definition. Within this build definition, we not only deploy the environment, we also produce the artifact for future release management, and also to provide these artifacts to be deployed on premises part for IBM, for example. Now, actually, we have the shared folders for artifacts. You can see it. Each artifacts which deployed, which builds by this build has this your person name, its person name, which connects with build name. Here you are the actually web deploy packages for sites and required parts for solutions. Actually, it's all regarding builds and deployment artifacts.
Yeah, okay. I believe that's it. Any comments? Anyone?
Just generic comment. So I think we are digging into details much. So we should try to be more like clear. You should take into considerations, for example, so some managers may not be aware about all this technical stuff. So maybe we should focus more on benefits or goals achieved and so on. So it should be, you still can present this like on your screen, but use different words and much more concise. So it should be clear for anyone, not only related to IT and so on.
Yeah, got it.
You can also say what we decrease release cycle time.
Sorry, Alex.
Alex, hard to hear you. Yeah.
Okay, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vadym, you also can say what we decrease release cycle time. New features emerge with master as soon as possible. It's very cool, it's very fast.
You mean for framework, right? That we are following the GitHub flow?
Yeah.
You can also mention that. Okay, guys, but still we spend much time. Let's see how it goes tomorrow morning. So as I mentioned, I will try to schedule with Ainara this dry run in the morning, and let's see. But for now, we are actually out of time. Let's try to spend 15 more minutes. Luda and Volodymyr, please take the presenter.
Hello.
And Vadym, don't do that. Don't share anything like Skype on your screen during presentation, please.
Sorry.
Yeah, Luda, please take the presenter.
Hello all. Can you see my screen now?
Yep.
So today I will represent you the project documentation and some scope of my work. So during all our sprints, we have been building our project knowledge base. At the very beginning, we constructed as something like a skeleton for all future documentation. And there are the following sections. They are OneNote structure. Here you can see all sections and all documentation that is present in our OneNote. Second is onboarding. Onboarding documentation is those ones that is for newcomers, for onboarding new people. Here you can find different environment setup and so on, some build steps, etc. Here you can find development section. Here all documentation supporting development processes and development tasks is located. Here you can find guides, different instructions for all features implemented. Next is testing. Here there are test strategy, different test scenarios and execution, and also you can find here BDD scenarios that are prepared by me, and they are like a help for our test team to prepare their after test cases. And next is CoreM user guides. Here you can find guidance for a CoreM application from the user point of view. Next is glossary for our project. Next, communication. Here we can place different minutes of meetings, demo information, etc. Next is deployment section, and here all information of DevOps, as far as I understand. Yes, or what?
Yes.
Yes, DevOps information and deployment instructions. So that's all from documentation review part. And now I will switch to my scope of work. It's BDD scenarios preparation. So as I mentioned, I prepare them to for our testing team so that they could prepare test scenarios for automation testing, UI testing. And I prepared BDD scenarios for almost all framework part of application. I will show you. They are functionality of security, workflow, subscription, and messaging. And also I've prepared for one part of MDM, its clients, and now I'm working on suppliers and creditors. And if we look into OneNote, you can find all these BDD scenarios separated by sections, like users management framework. Here it's a task in TFS and all pages related to those tasks. It will make navigation more comfortable and clear. So here you can find all BDD scenarios for different CoreM functionality. If you want to look deeply, I can demonstrate you. But if you have no questions, we can move on. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay. So let's not say the last one, right? So it's kind of like pushes people to move on, right? If you have no questions, right? So yeah, okay. And okay, I believe that was fine. Do we have any comments? Any other comments for this presentation? No? Okay. And Valdemar, shall you show us UI tests?
Yes, let me share my screen. So for performing UI tests, we created our test framework, which is located in CoreM framework repository. Here we have our application manager for to get all helpers that we need. For example, WebDriver helper to manage with browser.
Yeah. You see, I don't think that managers care about those details.
Okay.
Let's just show the tests. That how many we have, like for which areas we have, and let's show one running.
Okay. So And second one project is UI tests. Here we have CRM section with features. In these features we have our BDD scenario that Ludmila mentioned. So we write in this BDD, and for now we have covered tests for security groups and users. Now we're working on clients. Already we wrote 400 tests, and I don't know, I can run one test maybe.
Yes, please.
Also, we analyze report that gives us by MDM UI test build to know that we have no issues with our deployment. I don't know why it's so long, actually.
You can, like, even if it's taking some time, you can, like, not emphasize on it.
Okay. So that's it. Test was passed. Well, that's all from my side.
Okay.
Any comments?
Can you describe what when you run your PDD scenarios? Yes, it's all automatic.
Yeah.
I don't understand what it's automatic or manual with demo. Okay. Say this remark about this test run automatic.
No, well, I just run this test and...
You can just say that they are run on the CI.
Короче, не было понятно по этому демо, что он был автоматически, либо ручной, нифига не было понятно.
Okay, so comment was about saying that the test runs on CI every day, right?
Yeah, I just said it. I mentioned it about that Vadym was mentioned about it, and we analyze a report which gives us by this build.
I believe that was not very specific. Not well. It was like not very understandable.
Okay.
So we
Actually,
can just point on it.
Alexei, sorry, I have a great news.
Yeah.
Microsoft bought LinkedIn for $26 million.
Okay, interesting. So you will have new area there, right? LinkedIn developers.
Yeah. Regarding automating tests, actually, it's possible to start build with automatic scenarios and show how it works, and then interrupt it. It's no problem, not big deal.
Okay, so can Voldemar do that?
I think yes.
Okay, so tomorrow show us, please.
Okay. So that's it.
Okay, that's fine. So now we can we have several items, last ones, for those that are in progress. I believe we will most likely not have time for them. I should figure out how to deal with that. But for now, at least, Vasyl, I want you to show the test scenarios.
Yes, I really want to show the scenarios to know that my presentation is okay. Let me share my screen. Do you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, so now we're able to store our scenarios in TFS and link them with other work items and sprints, etc. And now we have two test plans, one for our test scenarios that we execute during our test actions, and other for sign-off test plan. Sign-off plan meant to be for Carlos. I believe tomorrow after meeting I will elaborate this test plan with more sections and depending on what Carlos needs. And here is other scenarios. We executed them for PBIs like reflection and exception handling. Here are test scenarios for reflection. As far as you see, they're in BDD format and they are parameterized with our bounding context that we were execute for these test scenarios. Here execution results are stored here as well. As far as you see, all test scenarios were passed. Actually, we have more test scenarios in our OneNote, but now I have had time only for these two scenarios. I'll move other. We have service locator, DB migration.
Okay, yeah, you can just mention again the same comment as for the beginning of this demo. Let's not say that like we did not have time, blah blah blah.
No,
we are in process. We are in process of moving everything else as well.
No, I'm not going to tell it to say it during the demo.
So don't tell it to me.
Okay, settled.
Okay. Fine with that. And for the whatever left, I believe we will skip for now, and we will do tomorrow with Ainara. And thanks everyone for today's demo. So just to summarize, we have we have a column benefit to be added by everyone. So please go through your item and put some benefit that you will be adding, that you will be saying during your demo. And for those remarks that I did and Olek did and everyone else, please pay attention to them. So let's not use some words that might confuse, right? That we did not have time for something, etc., or we were late, etc. This is one thing that's if you feel that you need, you might just write the presentation and read it. You can print it to not have your monitor occupied by it. You can read it when you are presenting, right? And there are several specific items for everyone. For example, like we need to add some explicitness for project structure, etc. So let's not go into very deep details. I would say that try to fit into 3 minutes per item. So if you do that, that will be great, because we might not have enough time for everything. We cannot even take all hour. We will take maybe 40 minutes because there will be questions, discussions, etc. So if we can fit into 3 minutes per item, that will be nice. If you can do faster, that will be even very good. But it should not be one sentence, but it should not be like half an hour. So 1, 2, 3 minutes, the best option. Okay. Anyone else? Any other comment?
Well, actually, I have some problem. Yes, tomorrow I have exam in morning, I think.
So is that gonna be before demo? And
It's
available for
before demo. Yeah, in demo I will available, but in monitor.
We need you on the demo. You
Yeah.
can. We will live if you will skip a meeting with Ainara. That's, I guess, that's understandable. But for the evening we need you. So
Yeah.
in that case, please hand over your demo for Ainara to Vasyl. Vasyl will demo both for Ainara.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Thanks everyone.
Mhm.
Thanks. Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.